DCU's The Suicide Squad director James Gunn broke down the film's latest trailer ahead of its August 6th release in theaters and on HBO Max. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. One of the most anticipated projects coming from the DC Universe is the semi-reboot of The Suicide Squad, featuring a stacked ensemble with the likes of Idris Elba as Bloodsport, Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, and John Cena as Peacemaker. The 2-hour and 14 minutes, R-rated film features the style and of director and writer James Gunn, of Guardians of the Galaxy fame, and is set to release in theaters and on HBO Max simultaneously. While Gunn and Warner Brothers are keeping many of the main plot points about Task Force X under wraps, fans won't have to wait much longer to find out. In addition to the film's rapidly approaching August 6th release date, James Gunn is opening up about his take on the villainous Harley Quinn. Following the release of the Suicide Squad's latest trailer, the always generous James Gunn broke down elements from this latest promo, including the always standout style of Harley Quinn. Beginning at the 3:46-minute mark of IGN's trailer breakdown, Gunn admitted that most of the questions he gets about the Suicide Squad have to do with what Harley Quinn is going to wear and if he intends to bring her red and black look to the screen. The answer from both him and what fans have seen already is, of course, yes, since he liked the Arkham games look of the character best. The truth is, I had a huge map of all the different looks of Harley Quinn throughout the years from various media, and one of them I liked the best was the Arkham games look of Harley Quinn. Her first look in the movie is based on that. The Batman Arkham series is a collection of video games featuring Batman from Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment that kicked off with Batman Arkham Asylum in 2009. Alongside a slate of classic Batman villains and the Joker was Harley Quinn, who ironically was voiced by Tara Strong, the current voice for Miss Minutes in Marvel's Loki series for Disney+. But even though Gunn incorporated Harley Quinn's Arkham color palette into the Suicide Squad, he also had his own ideas, saying, "I knew I wanted to have something written on the back of her jacket, motorcycle gang style. That's where I came up with Live Fast, Die Clown." Finally, Gunn touched on the red gown she's seen wearing in the trailer, alluding to this choice as her second look in the movie, and stating that it's different from the comics or cartoon or anything else. Her second look in the movie is this beautiful red gown. I like it both as a beautiful gown, and I like it as it starts to get messed up a bit. I think it's starting to create her own iconic look that's different from the comics or cartoon or anything else. Margot Robbie's version of Harley Quinn was one of the more popular elements of David Ayer's 2016 Suicide Squad film. In this respect, it makes sense for Gunn to receive so many questions about her look for his film and why he put so much thought into it himself. The real question is whether her style choices for this version of the Suicide Squad will, in fact, be her last. Margot Robbie has already claimed that there's no sequel in the works for her 2020 Birds of Prey film. And if that's not ominous enough, Gunn has also said that almost all of the members of Task Force X will die in the Suicide Squad. So will the Mistress of Mayhem make it out of Gunn's piece of Terminator art? Has some thinking a remake of the sci-fi classic August could be on the way. 2021. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. Fans are confused, questioning a new poster that seemingly announced a Terminator remake starring Henry Cavill and Margot Robbie. James Cameron's Terminator films have been a staple of sci-fi blockbusters for nearly 40 years at this point, telling the story of the Connor family and some time-traveling robots sent back to pester the Connors. The franchise has seen 6 total films hit the theater screens and a 2-season television drama, with the last being a legacy sequel, Terminator Genesis, starring Game of Thrones actress Emilia Clarke alongside series staple Arnold Schwarzenegger. Since Genesis, Cameron, who directed the first 2 films, revealed a reboot of the franchise was potentially on the table, but nothing has been officially announced. After much speculation over a Terminator franchise reboot over the past couple of years, fans are wondering if new posters featuring Barbie star Margot Robbie and former Superman actor Henry Cavill could be the first hints at a new movie. Posted on social media, these pair of posters see Robbie as Linda Hamilton's iconic Sarah Connor, with Cavill taking over for Arnold Schwarzenegger as the T-800, aka the titular Terminator. The posters came with compelling descriptions of the film, teasing fans should get ready for this thrilling remake of the Terminator, hitting screens in 2025. Get ready for this thrilling remake of The Terminator, hitting screens in 2025. Henry Cavill takes on the iconic role, bringing a fresh intensity to the relentless cyborg from a war-torn future. With Margot Robbie as the formidable Sarah Connor, this remake promises a riveting start to a bold new chapter in the legendary franchise. They added the film would star Margot Robbie as the fierce Sarah Connor, with the heroine showing relentless determination to raise her 10-year-old son, John, amid the chaos unleashed after Judgment Day. Margot is Sarah Connor. 2025. Get ready for a riveting return to the future with a remake of The Terminator, featuring Margot Robbie as the fierce Sarah Connor. In a post-apocalyptic world, witness Sarah's relentless determination as she raises her 10-year-old son, John, amid the chaos unleashed after Judgment Day. Brace yourself for a thrilling blend of action and emotion as the iconic saga takes a bold leap into a new era. Coming to theaters in 2025. While convincing, these pieces of promotional art have been proven fake, originating from a Facebook page known for its satirical movie posters. While these posters are fake, however convincing they may be, a new Terminator movie is not 100% out of the cards. Shepherd to the franchise, James Cameron teased in 2021 that he was working on the next film in the beloved sci-fi series, hinting that when a new Terminator movie arrives, it would be by way of a reboot. In speaking with the Smartless podcast, via GQ, the director of the first two films remarked, "If I were to do another Terminator, it would be a part of an effort to launch that franchise again. If I were to do another Terminator film and maybe try to launch that franchise again, which is in discussion, but nothing has been decided, I would make it much more about the AI side of it than bad robots gone crazy. This would likely involve a whole cast of A-list talent brought in to fill the roles of the Terminator characters, with names like Henry Cavill or Margot Robbie not being entirely out of the question for potential parts. As for when fans could see this next Terminator movie, it could still be a while." While talking at the 2023 Dell Tech World Conference, Cameron told audience members he started writing a new Terminator movie, but wants to see how AI shakes out before he goes any further, per Rod Mercado. This delayed timeline for the film could be a good thing if the director wanted to eye the likes of Robbie and Cavill for potential roles, as the pair of actors have plenty on their plate over the next couple of years. Cavill can next be seen in Matthew Vaughn's upcoming spy epic Argylle, which comes to theaters in February 2024. But following that, he is set to star in Guy Ritchie's The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare and is then helping develop a movie based on the beloved tabletop game Warhammer 40,000. Robbie, on the other hand, has the long-rumored Ocean's 11 movie, a potential Pirates of the Caribbean film, that Margot Robbie may return as Harley Quinn in James Gunn's upcoming DC Universe reboot. Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. Director James Gunn blasted back onto the comic book movie scene in 2021 with his work on the reboot/sequel The Suicide Squad for Warner Bros. Amongst A-list newcomers like John Cena's Peacemaker and Idris Elba's Bloodsport. This unique R-rated romp also brought back one of DC's biggest fan favorites in Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn. Amongst the changing landscape for Warner Bros. DC slate, Robbie boasts one of the longest current runs within the DC Extended Universe as the wild and psychotic Dr. Harleen Quinzel. Along with both Suicide Squad movies, Robbie also has her own solo film under her belt in Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey, and her portrayal is still widely popular considering what DC has on the table in the present day. The big question now, with so much up in the air for the DC universe, is when exactly